In this lecture, we're going to go over the 4 differentiating options that we have in alignment with video creation with Synthesia. The first thing that we'll do is we will click right here on New Video, and then the next thing is we're going to look at these 4 options. The first is a blank video, and this is where you will start from a blank canvas. Now, for many of you all, this could be overwhelming because there's nothing that you're starting from in terms of a guideline or a rubric of any sort. However, this does give you a full range of control, and especially for those who are a little bit creative, this could work out quite well for you. The second option is to use the AI video assistant, which I absolutely love. The first option is you can upload a document that has a descriptor of what it is that you're looking for the Synthesia AI video assistant to create. The secondary option is to provide a website link where Synthesia is going to look at that website to see what exists there, and then it's going to create a video from that. And then the last option is you can type in your idea in real time. And get this, you can identify the objective, the audience, the language, the speaker, as well as the tonality. Third is going to be importing a PowerPoint. Now, for a lot of you guys, this might not work as well if you're not trying to, let's say, export it back out to then be a PowerPoint. But for those of you guys who absolutely see the value in you having videos in your PowerPoint, this could be amazing because, again, you can import it in and you can export it out. And then lastly, you guys can start from a template. So this is where you guys are going to see pre-designed content. Now let's take a pause here. The first inquiry that comes to many of you all's mind is which of these is going to be the easiest, and you wouldn't believe it. The easiest is going to be using a template. And the reason is because you are going to sometimes see exactly what it is that you're looking for right out of the gate. Sometimes it's going to be a little bit more accurate even than us trying to come up with an idea using the AI video assistant. That's why I'd recommend that you scroll through and you get acclimated with all of the differentiating templates that exist here. And if you find something you like, you can go ahead and move forward with that. All you have to do when it comes to a template is you click on it first, and then from there you wait for that preview to come in, and then you're going to look through all of the respective videos that they put together. Now, for a lot of you guys, again, this is going to work well because you see something very closely aligned. And remember here, you can always add more in, you can edit what you have, and you can also delete. But let's go back and get started with the first type of video. That's going to be a blank video. So when we click on the blank video, that's where we're going to again start from something that gives us a blank canvas. So with that, this is what you guys are going to be looking at if you do decide to start from something that is blank. And this here is the AI video assistant, and this is what you guys will be working with if you do decide to take this path. Here you can upload the file. You can upload a PowerPoint, a PDF Word, or a TXT file. Please be mindful of the differentiating formats that they're asking of you. Here is going to be the web link, so you'll put in that website URL and you'll identify the number of scenes, which will be the number of slides, or better yet, the videos that you'll have. And you can also still here, even just like you'll see for idea, you can identify the objective, audience, language, speaker, and tonality, and then you have the idea. The most important thing for your idea is going to be you being as descriptive as possible, because when you are, that's where you're going to find more accuracy and alignment to the output that you get back from Synthesia. So right here, I put an introduction to weight loss. I could put the objective being, let's say, a sales pitch, because we're trying to sell something. And then when I go to tonality, I could say, you know what? I'm looking for something that's going to be a little bit more so around friendly. For language, I can say I'm happy with the language of English. So with that being said, I will scroll down and then I will click on that. And then that is pretty much all I want. So after that, I can generate video. And with that, that's going to be the exact same thing again for web link. Instead of you putting in the idea, you will go ahead and put in that URL. You'll define all of that other criteria and you will progress forward. And for that respective file, you guys can do the exact same thing here too. So once you have all of this entered in, and you have it identified for what it is that you'd like for Synthesia to generate, you will click on Generate Video. Now remember, this is the AI assistant doing it for you, and it is going to pull off of what you gave it. So really, again, think through how accurate you're wanting this to be, and as you can see, we have something wonderful that's been created for us, and then I'm going to continue into the editor. Now with that, everything is loaded in. But I do want to point out something wonderful here, and that is the AI assistant didn't just create the design, it also said, hey, welcome to your weight loss journey. Are you ready for your transformation? When I go to the second scene, it says, imagine a new you. So not only did you give it the information that it needed to have, but it also pulled off of a lot of everything else that you said in terms of tonality and the purpose as well. So as you guys again are being descriptive, you're going to see that that's going to come through in your copy as well. Now, another option here is to import a PowerPoint, and I will say, guys, this is going to be very, very contingent on the formatting of that PowerPoint. So what's going to happen is that the slide is going to be an image, and that's going to be the background. So with that, please be mindful of what it is that you are importing in. If you guys can do something minimal, that is going to serve you best, and that's because you don't want to have it to where it's overwhelming when you get in the inside of Synthesia. Don't forget, you can still use the video editor in Synthesia. The whole idea of you importing the PowerPoint is to get the background, to get some of that copy over into it, and then from there you can layer on top of that. Now, the last option here is going to be using a template. So all we have to do is we can click right here on use. But before we do that, there's also generate. So when I click on generate, what's happening is this. It says, here's the template. So then after that, get this, and this is an amazing feature, you can still upload a file of descriptors, or you can still have a website that it's referencing, or you can still put in your idea. This is powerful because it's saying, I love this design, but make it to where it works for me. So I'm actually going to paste that in again and just say introduction to weight loss just to see what it does. And then I'm going to generate video. And what's happening is that it's coming off of that theme in terms of the design, but it's saying, hey, make it about weight loss. And notice how all of this now is becoming a little bit more customized to my specific use case. So with that, it's you using a combination of the AI video assistant and that respective template. But again, using the templates is always going to be a win because it's retaining a lot of the design that you're interested in having. And then when I click on continue into editor, we'll wait for that to load up. Now you're in the editor for not only your template, but your template using AI if you so choose to take that path.